Adventurers and I shall use his foil and target. The lover shall not sigh gratis. The humorous man shall end his part in peace, or the blank verse shall hold for it. What players are they?
Even those you took delight in, the tragedians of the city.
How chancely they travel. Do they hold the same estimation they did when I was in the city? Are they so followed?
No, indeed are they not.
How comes it do they grow rusty?
Faith, there has been much to do on both sides, and the nation holds it no sin to draw them to controversy.
It is not very strange, sir, for mine uncle is king of Denmark, and those that would make mouths at him while my father lived give 20, 40, 50, 100 ducats apiece for his picture in little. In his blood there is something more than natural, if philosophy could find it out.
Well, be with you, gentlemen.
Hark you, Guildenstern, and you too. I do prophesy he comes to tell me of the players. Mark it, you say right, sir. Oh, Monday morning was so indeed.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
Oh, my lord, I have news to tell you.
The
Perseus was an actor in
actors are come hither, my lord.
Oh, Jephthah, judge of Israel, what a treasure hadst thou?
And what a treasure had he, my lord?
Why, one fair daughter, and no more, the which he loved passing well.
Still harping on my daughter.
Am I not in the right, old Jephthah?
If you do call me old Jephthah, my lord, then yes, I do have a daughter that I do love passing well.
Only that follows not.
What follows then, my lord?
Oh, there are the players. Masters, you're welcome to Elsinore. I'm glad to see thee well. Masters, you're all welcome. We'll have a speech straight. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once, but it was never acted. It was an excellent play, well digested in the scenes, set down with as much modesty as cunning. One speech in it I chiefly loved. It was Aeneas' tale to Dido, and thereabout of it, especially where he speaks of prime slaughter. If it live in your memory, begin at this line. Let me see. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast, it is not so. It begins with Pyrrhus. So proceed you.
My lord, well spoken, with good accent and good discretion.
Oh, who had seen the mobile queen, Hecuba?
The mobile queen.
Ah, that is good. The mobile queen is good.
Run barefoot up and down. A blanket in the alarm of fear caught him. When she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, would have made milch the burning eyes.
Look to it, he changes color, and has tears in his eyes. Pray you, no more.
'Tis well. I'll have thee speak out the rest soon. Good my lord, will you see the players well bestowed?
I will use them according to the desert, my lord. Come, sirs.
Follow him, friends. Dost thou hear me, old friend? Can you play the murder of Gonzago?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. We'll have it tomorrow night.
Aye, my lord.
You could, for a need, study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I would set down and insert in it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord. And look you, mock him not. My good friends, I'll leave you till night. You are welcome to Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
Aye, so God be with you. Now, I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I! Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit, that from her working all his visage warned. Tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and his whole function suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing. For Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? He will drown the stage with tears, make mad the guilty, appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the weary faculties of eyes and ears. And yet I, a dull and muddy-mettled rascal, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king. Soons I should take it, for it cannot be, but I'm pigeon-livered and lack gold to make oppression bitter. Remorseless, treacherous, kindless villain that I am, oh vengeance! That I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words, and fall a-cursing like a very drab, a scullion. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks, I'll tempt him to the quick. If he but blench, I know my cause. The spirit that I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. And out of my weakness and my melancholy, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play is the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you by no drift of circumstance get from him why he puts on this confusion, rating so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we would bring him onto some confession of his true state,
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
but with much forcing of his disposition.
Did you assay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players were wrought on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They're about the court, and as I think, they've already ordered this knight to play before him.
It is most true, my lord. He did beseech me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge and drive his purpose onto these delights.
We will, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may hear a friend Ophelia. The father and myself, lawful as piles, will so wish to ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge and gather by him, as he is behaved, if it be the affliction of his love, or no, that does he suffer for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Gracious, sir, please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book. Let show of such an exercise becolor your loneliness. 'Tis too much proved that we by this action do sugar awe the devil himself.
Oh, it is too true. How smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beautied with plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word. Oh, heavy burden.
I hear him coming, my lord. Let's withdraw. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, and by sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, to sleep. Perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and enterprises of great pith and moment. With this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph in thy horizons, be all my sins remembered.
But my lord, how does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well, Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long to redeliver. I pray you, I'll receive them.
No, not I. I never give you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed has made the things more rich. The perfume lost, take these again, forge the noble mind, which gifts wax poor and givers proven kind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means the lordship?
If you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
With beauty, my lord, with better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was some time a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord. You made me believe so.
You should not have believed me for what you can also inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent, honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better that my mother had not borne me. I am proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves, all believe none of us. Go thy ways. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as I, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Or if thou wilt needs marry a fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go, and quickly too. Farewell.
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
I have heard of your paintings too well enough. God has given you one face and you make yourself another. You jig, you amble, and you lisp, and you nickname God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to it! I'll no more on it. It had made me mad. I say we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go!
Oh, no, my his hero throne, courtiers, soldiers, scholars, I, son, sword, expectancy arose of the fair state, glass of fashion, the mold of form, the observed of all observers, quite down. And I, of ladies most dejected, wretched, that sucked the honey of his music vows. Now see, the most noble and most sovereign reason, sweet past strangles, out of tune and harsh, and matched form, feature, low mute, lasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me to have seen what I've seen.
Now, his affections do not that way tend. Nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There is something in his soul over which his melancholy sits on brood, and I do doubt the hatch and disclose will be some danger, which for to prevent I have thus set it down. He shall with speed to England.
My lord, think as you may. I do believe that the origin and commencement of his grief had sprung from neglected love. I do beseech you, my lord, to allow him to be entreated by his queen mother after the play. If she find him not, to England send him, or wherever you may find it fit.
Shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it as many of your players do, I had a sleeve the town crier spoke my lines. Note not soar the air too much with your hand, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and what I may say, the whirlwind of passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness.
I warrant, Your Honor.
Be not to tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special o'erstep, not the modesty of nature. Or anything so overdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end both the first and now was and is, to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature, to show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and with the very age and body of the time, his form and pressure. And let those that play your clown speak no more than is set down for them. For there be of them that will themselves laugh to set on some quantity of barren spectators to laugh too. That's villainous, and shows a most pitiful ambition in the fool that uses it. You make you ready. How now, my lord? Will the king hear this piece of work?
And the queen too, and that presently.
The players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
We will, my lord.
What ho, Horatio?
Here, sweet lord, at your service.
Horatio, thou art e'en as just a man as ere my conversation coped withal.
Oh, my dear lord.
They do not think I flatter. For what advancement may I hope from thee, that no revenue hast but thy good spirits to feed and clothe thee? Dost thou hear? There is a play tonight before the king, and one scene of it comes near the circumstance which I have told thee of my father's death. I prithee, when thou seest that act afoot, observe mine uncle. If his occulted guilt do not itself unkennel in one's speech, it is a damned ghost that we have seen, Horatio. And my imaginations are as foul as Vulcan's stithy. Give him heedful note, for mine eyes will revert to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censure of his seeming.
Well, my lord, if he steal aught the whilst this play is playing and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
They're coming to the plane. Get your place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent. In faith, of the chameleon's dish, I eat the air promised grant. You cannot feed Capon, sir.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No? No mine now? My lord, you played once at the university, you say?
That did I, my lord, and was accounted a good actor.
And what did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar, my lord. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
Oh, it was a brute part of him to kill so capital a calf there. Be the players ready?
Aye, my lord.
They stay upon your patience.
Come, hither, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
No, good mother. Here's metal more attractive.
Oh, do you mark that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Do you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
Oh, that's a fair thought. To lie between maids' legs?
'Tis, my lord.
Nothing.
You are merry, my lord.
Who? I?
Aye, my lord.
Oh God. What should a man do but be merry? And look you how cheerfully my mother looks. When my father died within these 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
So long. Nay. Let the devil wear black, and I'll have suit of sables. Oh, heavens, died 2 months ago and not forgotten yet. Then there's hope a great man's memory may outlive his life half a year. But by Our Lady he must build churches.
What means this, my lord?
We shall know by this fellow.
For us and for our tragedy, here, stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
This is a prologue of the posy of a ring,
'Tis brief.
as woman's love.
So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count o'er. Ere love be done, it nothing must, for women's love and fear holds quantity in neither aught or in extremity.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. And thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and happily one is kind. For husband
Oh,
shalt thou.
confound the rest! Such love needs be treason in my breast. In second husband, let me be accursed. None wed the second, but who killed the first?
Wormwood, wormwood.
The instances that second marriage move are base respects of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, when second kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine off we break. Most necessary 'tis that we forget to pay ourselves what to ourselves is debt.
Meet what I would have well, and it destroy. Both here and hence pursue me, lasting strife. If once a widow, ever I be wife.
You should break it now.
Sweet, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile my tedious day with sleep.
Sleep, rock thy brain, and never come mischance between us twain.
Madam, how like you this play
The lady protests too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it?
No, they do. But jest, poison in jest, no offense in the world.
What do you call the play?
The Mousetrap. Tropically, this image is of a play done in Vienna. Gonzago is the Duke's name, his wife Baptista. You shall see anon, 'tis a knavish piece of work. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king.
Hands apt, drugs fit and time agreeing. Confederate season, else no creature seeing. Thou mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's ban, thrice blasted, thrice infected, thy natural magic and dire property, unwholesome life, usurp immediately.
He poisons him in the garden for his estate. His name's Gonzago. The story's extant, written choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife. What? Frighted with false fire.
How fares my lord?
Give all the play.
Give me some light.
Light.
Why? Let the stricken deer go weep. The heart unguarded play. For some must watch, while some must sleep. So runs the world away. Would not the sir and a forest of feathers get me in a fellowship in a cry of players, sir?
Half a share.
The whole one. The realm dismantled here was of Jove himself, and now reigns here a very, very pageant.
You might have rhymed.
Good Horatio, I'll take the ghost word for £1,000. It's perceive
Very well, my lord.
upon the talk of the poisoning.
I did very well note him.
Good, my lord. Vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, a whole history.
The king, sir,
Aye, sir, what of him?
is in his retirement marvelous distempered.
With drink, sir?
No, my lord, rather with choler.
Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to his doctor. For me to put him to his purgation would perhaps plunge him into far more choler.
Good, my lord, put your discourse into some frame and start, not so wildly, for my affair.
I am tame, sir, pronounce.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
You're welcome.
Nay, good, my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. It shall please you to make me a wholesome answer. I will do your mother's commandment.
Sir, I cannot
What, my lord?
make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. Therefore, no more but to the matter. My mother, you say?
And thus she says, your behavior had struck her into amazement and admiration.
A wonderful son that can so astonish a mother. But is there no sequel at the heels of this mother's admiration to impart?
Desires to speak with you in a closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey, were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
So I do still by these pickers and stealers.
Good, my lord. What is your cause of distemper? You do surely bar the door upon your own liberty, if you deny your griefs to your friend.
Sir, I lack advancement. Why look you now, how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. Splud, do you think I'm easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, though you can fret me, yet you cannot play upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the Queen would like to speak with you, and that presently.
Do you see yonder cloud that's almost in shape of a camel?
Why, the mast is like a camel indeed.
Oh, methinks it is like a weasel.
It is back like a weasel, my
Or
lord.
like a whale.
Harry, like a whale.
Then I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look on. Soft, now to my mother, let me be cruel, but not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words somever she be shent, to give them seals never my soul consent.
I like him not, nor stands it safe with us to let his madness reigns. Therefore prepare you, I your commission will forthwith dispatch, and he to England shall along with you. The terms of arrest it may not end your hazard so dangerous as doth hardly grow out of his lunacies.
We will ourselves provide. Most holy and religious fare it is to keep those many bodies safe that live and feed upon your majesty.
The single and peculiar life is bound with all the strength and armor of mind to keep itself from annoyance. But much more, that spirit upon whose wheel depend and rest the lives of many.
Arm you, I pray you, for the speedy voyage. For we will fetters put upon this fear, which now goes to free-footed.
We will haste us.
My lord, he's going to his mother's closet. I'll convey myself behind an arras, and as you said, and wisely was it said, I shall overhear the speech of vantage, since nature's bond makes Hamlet and his mother close. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed, my lord, and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath a primal, eldest curse upon it. A brother's murder. Pray can I not, though inclination be as sharp as will. My stronger guilt defeats my strong intent. What if this cursed hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the sweet heavens to wash it white as snow? Oh, what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. That cannot be, since I'm still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. What then? What rest? Try what repentance can. What can it not? What can it? When one cannot repent. Help! Angels! Make us say, bow stubborn knees and heart with strings of steel. Be soft as sinews of the newborn babe. All may yet be well.
Now might I do it, Pat? Now he's praying. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven, and so am I revenged. That will be scanned. For William kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do the same will and send to heaven. Oh, this is hire and salary, not revenge. He took my father grossly, but in our circumstance and course of thought, 'tis heavy with him. Am I the revenge to take him in the purging of his soul when he's fit and seasoned for his passage? No. O knife, know thou a more horrid end, when he is asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, and gaming, swearing about some act that has no relish of salvation in it, then trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul may be as damned and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. His physique what prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look, you lay hold to him. Tell him that his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace hath stood between much heat and him. I'll sconce me even here. Pray you be round with him.
Mother! Mother, mother!
I'll warn you. Fear me not. Withdraw. I hear him coming.
No, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, go, you question with a wicked tongue!
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, mother, rude not so! You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set
Come, come and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help, help, help!
Help, help!
How now, a rat? Dead! For a ducat, dead!
Oh! I am slain.
what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed! Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king?
Our lady, it was my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better, take thy fortune, thou findest to be too busy is some danger. Leave wringing of your hands, and peace, sit you down and let me wring your heart, for so I shall if you be made of penetrable stuff, if damned custom have not brassed it so that it is proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love, and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as dice's oaths. Oh, such a deed as from the body of contraction plucks the very soul, and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words.
Ay me, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look here upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten and command, a station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill. This was your husband, and look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildew deer blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this boar? Or have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday in the blood is tame. Sense, sure you have, else could you not have motion, but sure that sense is apoplexed. And madness will not err to serve in such a difference. What devil was it that hath caused in you an ignorant blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sans all. Oh shame, where is thy blush? Proclaim no shame when the compulsive ardor gives the charge and reason panders will.
Oh Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their tinct.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, honeying and making love over the nasty star.
Hamlet, speak no more. These words like daggers enter in mine ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A slave and a murderer. That is not 20th part the 10th of your president lord, a vice of kings, a cut purse of the empire, and the rule that from a precious shelf a diadem stole and put it in his pocket, a king of shreds and patches. Save me and hover over me with your wings, you heavenly gods. What would your gracious figure?
Mad.
Do you not come your tardy son to chide, that lapsed in time and passion? Let's go by the important acting of your dread command, oh say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Speak to her, Hamlet. Speak to her.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy? Oh, gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him! On him, look how pale he glares! His form and cause conjoined, preaching to stones will make them capable. Do not look upon me!
Whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all.
Nor did you nothing hear?
No, but ourselves.
Look how it steals away! My father in his habitat as he lived! Look! Now! Where he goes, even now out at the portal!
This, the very coinage of your brain, this bodiless creation, ecstasy, is very cunning in.
Ecstasy. My pulse as yours doth temperately keep time and makes as healthful music. Mother, O love of grace, lay not that mattering unction to your soul, that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past. Avoid what is to come. And do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
O Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh, throw away the worser part of it and live the purer with the other half. Good night. Going on to mine uncle's bed. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy. For use almost can change the stamp of nature.
What shall I do?
Not this by no means that I bid you do. Let the bloated king tempt you again to plead. Pinch wanton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him, for a pair of reachy kisses, help you to ravel this matter out, that I am essentially not in madness, but mad in craft.
O Hamlet, be thou assured, if words be made of breath, and breath of life, I have no reason to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England. You know that.
Alack, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed, and my two schoolfellows whom I will trust as I will adders fanged, there bear the mandate. But is the sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, or 'tis more sweet when in one line two crafts directly meet? I look you now. This counselor is now most still, most secret, and most grave, who was in life a foolish prating knave. Come, sir, to draw toward an end with you. Good night, mother.
And bear it to the chapel.
Do not believe it,
Believe what?
that I can keep your counsel and not mine own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge, what replication should be made by the son of a king?
Take you me for a sponge, my lord?
Aye, sir, that soaks up the king's countenance, his rewards, his authorities. When he needs what you've gleaned, it is but squeezing you. And sponge, you shall be dry again.
I understand you not, my lord.
I am glad of it. A name's speech sleeps in a foolish ear.
My lord, you must tell us where the body is and go with us to the king.
The body is with the king, but the king is not with the body. The king is a thing.
A thing, my lord.
Of nothing. Bring me to him.
I have sent to seek him and to find the body. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? This sudden sending him away must seem deliberate pause. How now? What hath befallen?
Where the dead body is bestowed, my lord, we cannot get from him.
But where is he?
Without, my lord, guarded to know your pleasure.
Bring him before us.
O Guildenstern, bring in, my lord.
Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper. Where?
Not where he eats, but where he's eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are eaten at him. Your worm is your only emperor for diet.
Alas, alas.
A man may fish with the worm that hath eat of a king, and eat of the fish that hath fed of that worm.
What dost you mean by this?
Nothing but to show you how a king
Where is Polonius?
in heaven. Send hither to see. If your messenger find him not there, you shall seek him in the other place yourself.